What's going on, guys? It's Mark from Finished Mobile Detailing, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to wash, polish, and ceramic coat your vehicle, especially if it's black paint. Now let's get to it. Alright guys, the first thing we're going to do is pre-foam the car. Reason being, you want to break down all the contaminants, all the bugs on the surface of the vehicle. So I got my rain coat with Yum Wash soap. Now let's get to it. All right, so we got the whole car foamed up, ready to go. It's all breaking down the grime and debris. Next thing to do, we're gonna hit the wheels. So as you notice, the car is pretty much caked up on the wheels. So what I'm gonna do is use an acidic wheel cleaner. What I like to do is soak my wheel with acidic wheel cleaner, get it all dialed in, especially on the brake calipers. There's a lot of brake dust on there. Make sure to hit the top. And what I like to do is soak it because I don't want to hit it a second time. I like to make the chemical work for me. After when I feel like it's done, now I'm gonna get knockout diluted 1:1. After using knockout 1:1, I'm using all-purpose cleaner for the wheel wells. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my easy wheel brush. So these wheels are pretty much caked up and the acid is just breaking down the brake dust. Next thing I like to do is get my wheel wheelie mitt. I like to hit all the hard parts first. This thing actually does a really good job cleaning up the wheels. So we're hitting that up and you could get in the nooks and crannies. So after that's done, I'm gonna come through and use my face wheel brush right here, just to double check everything, making sure I hit everything, got it all dialed in. Now the last thing to do is to hit my tire. And now let's rinse it down. So we hit majority of the wheels off camera, so now it's time to rinse down the pre-foam. So the next thing I like to do is grab an all-purpose cleaner. This is for the high traffic areas. So I like to hit the bumper while the bugs get attracted the most. And then we can hit the mirror caps. I don't like to hit the windshield because you could cause staining on it. So after when all that's done, now it's time to foam it again. All right, so after when that's done, now it's time to do our contact wash. We got Shine Supply flat outs. What I like to do is start from top to bottom. You never want to start from bottom to top because whatever comes up must come down. So the thing I noticed about this Yum wash right here, it's super slick. And the great thing about it, it smells great. It's a pH control soap. So you don't have to worry about washing in the sun. And a lot of people in the comments are like, how do you get your cars washed when they're black cars in the sun? And all you gotta do is use the pH neutral soap and you'll be good to go. So now it's time to dunk my mitt. Hit the bumper area, headlights, come through this side right here. And we're just getting rid of all that film on the exterior of the paint. Especially in this area, a lot of bugs. Work our way up to the top. Now we're gonna start from this side. Make sure you hit the mirror caps where all the dirt and grime likes to hide. And then see how I do from top to bottom. Flip over my mitt, top to bottom. Get my other mitt right here. Come through, hit the back window. And like I said, this paint is not too bad. It does have some swirl marks here and there, but we're gonna get that taken care of by correcting it and coating it. So the last part I like to hit is the bumper. Reason being, there's a lot of bugs, a lot of stuff kicked up on the front. So that's what I like to hit last. And then I got all-purpose cleaner doing its job as well. So that's a great thing. So I'm cleaning it while the all-purpose is breaking down anything that I need it to do. So this car is pretty clean. Definitely want to get a BMW. Drop your comments down below. What is your dream car? Or what kind of car do you want to see yourself in a few years? I need to get an M3. Last part of the bumper. Scrubbing it down. And this soap, like I said, is pretty good. I don't know how far or how much is it for a gallon, but overall, some great soap. All right, so we just finished hitting our contact wash. The next thing to do is rinse it down. I'm not too worried about if the foam dries on the vehicle. It's pH neutral and it's super slick. So, and I got DI water. Now it's time to rinse it down. All right, guys, the next thing you want to do is decontaminate your paint. I got Nemesis from Detail Co. diluted 256:1 in my Mirror sprayer. I got Clean by Pants, perforated clay towel, and we got the exterior of this car. I already touched it and see if it was really rough. It wasn't too rough, so next thing I'm gonna do is clay the vehicle down. So I'm gonna spray my rinseless wash, and I'm gonna come through and clay the whole vehicle. Reason why you want to clay the whole vehicle is to remove all the contaminants that the soap cannot, and then also to make sure the ceramic coating or any protection on the vehicle could bond to the surface. I chose the synthetic because I don't want to mar the paint a lot. Compared to the traditional, it's going to mar a little bit more, make my job a little bit more harder. So I stuck with the synthetic. But drop down in the comments below, what do you think is a great synthetic clay towel or clay mitt? Now it's time to hit the lower fender part. And all we do is just scrubbing down that paint and breaking all that contamination down. Especially on a white vehicle, so I like to put an iron remover for my clay lubrication, and then with the synthetic or traditional, and then clay down the whole vehicle, so you're doing 2 in 1. But right now, it's not too bad. Brand new car. So after when I'm done, I like to fill it super smooth. That means move on to the next panel. We're done with the contact wash, we're done with the decontamination. Now it's time to rinse off the paint. All right, so we just finished rinsing it off. Now it's time to use our Ego blower. So right now we're using the goat to draw off the rest of the water. If you guys are interested, make sure to check it out at the House of Rags. This is called the goat. And I love the color, so vibrant. So we're drying off the whole vehicle, our remainder water that's been on the vehicle. All right, so we got the car moved in, we got the correction lights on. So the next thing to do is to polish the vehicle. So I know this paint pretty well, and what I like to do, these are my combinations I like to use. I like to put 2 drops of 3D1 and then 1 drop of Classic Cut from Shine Supply. These 2 products alone could do a lot of correcting for soft paint. So this is like the combination I like to do. I did a test spot on the area, so make sure you guys, when you guys polish the cars, do a test spot and then come through with IPA wipe down or paint prep after, because I've seen a lot of people, they do polish the vehicle and then after they just keep going. And then when they hit that IPA wipe down, like, dude, what did I do? What's going on? Why is it still swirl marks? Because you didn't check after removing the oils or any fillers on the surface of the vehicle. So that's a key factor into polishing your vehicle. So I'm gonna show you guys how I use this. Let's get to it. All right, so we got 1 drop of the Classic Cut, 2 drops of 3D1, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. Make sure to put the cord over your shoulder so the cord won't be dragging or scratching the vehicle. I'm gonna put it on my left side because it'll be more easier. So what I like to do is work shoulder by shoulder. Reason being, if you start spreading your compounds out further and further, the less cut you're gonna get. So I like to start on this right here. So this is my area, I'm gonna stay in my box. And then I'm gonna come through and put 2 and then move it to 4. I'm gonna give a shout out to the guys that have been working hard and growing their business. A lot of people out there say, get another job or do this and do that. If you guys focus on a dream, you guys could get a shop, you guys could get a van, whatever you guys need, just keep going, never look back, and just keep working hard. That's how I did it. There's so many days I wanted to quit, so many days I wanted to give up, but I never did. I just kept working hard and just being more strategic in strategies and also having a great system in place. So if you guys are interested, make sure to check out Jobber. Jobber's gonna help you guys be organized and efficient in booking your clients and never having bad reviews. A lot of details I talk to say, hey man, I got a bad review because I didn't show up on time, or my client, there was a miscommunication. Using Jobber is gonna help you guys be on point and also be official. The presentation is everything. If you guys are interested, make sure to check it out in the description down below. You'll receive a 14-day free trial. Other than that, let's get back to the video. So after we're done polishing it, I like to work in the product where it's almost clear. Then I'll come through and buff it off, check my work. So I see it removed around 85 to 90% of the swirl marks just with that pass. What we're using today is a Lake Country 1-Step. This is my favorite microfiber pad to use. Paired up with those two, 3D1 and Classic Cut from Shine Supply. And like I said, I'm really impressed on how the results came out. I'm gonna show you guys a close-up. So this is a close-up of the paint and how it looks. No defects whatsoever. Looking really good. Let me see if I can get a finish of the before. So before, it looks a little bit of fogginess, a little bit of swirls here and there, but compared to this, you get a lot more clarity in the paint. You get that showroom finish. So I blew out my pad. Now it's time to hit it again. So shoulder to shoulder, spread out that product, come through 2. So we just finished working all that compound in and polish. Now it's time to just buff out the remainder residue. And like I said, you get a flawless finish. In these areas specifically, I know a lot of people say the roofs like to stall out. And if you angle your polisher at a certain angle, you could, I guess, kind of cheat your way into not stalling the pad as much. So like I said, you gotta tilt it and learn how to use that machine. If you just let it flat and start polishing it, it's gonna stall out. So you gotta learn how to maneuver the machine and polish it at the same time. And like I said, we're doing a classic zigzag line, and then we go up and down like a snake pattern. And after that, we do it twice to see what's going on. Come through, buff it out, and you get these results, super glossy. So I'm gonna show you guys what we're working with here. Look at the clarity on this paint, and it gives it a great pop. No swirls, no defects on the surface, looking really good. All right guys, so the next thing we're gonna do to get the smaller edges, I like to get a 3-inch groups, and we're gonna put the cord over your shoulder. I like to do shoulder to shoulder. All right, so after when that's done, I would like to come through and level out all the polish, remove it to check out my work. And like I see, around 90% of defects came off just using that 1-step compound and the polish. All All right, guys, so we just finished polishing the vehicle. We hit it with IPA wipe down. The next thing to do, we're gonna be using Pure from Evo. This is a ceramic coated 3 years. And then I'm gonna put it on my applicator right here. So get a couple drops in. Next thing I like to do is box out the area of what I'm working on. So I'm gonna do half of the hood. After I got my full area, then I'm gonna fill it in. So let's do a little bit more drops. Now it's time to fill in the box. And if you feel like you're unsure about where you hit, then you could come back and hit it again the opposite way. So now we're gonna go this way. So after that's complete, now it's time to buff it out. So we're just leveling out the ceramic coating. And I'm gonna flip over my towel. I'll come through with my other pass. We're gonna be hitting the majority of the coating off. And I'm gonna flip over my towel one more time to do my final wipe down. Flip over my towel. And this will be my final wipe down. So after that's complete, then we're gonna move on to the tires. We're gonna put some tire dressing and then clean the windows, and then we're gonna be wrapping up the video. All right, so next up we're gonna be doing is dressing the tires using decked out 1-to-1. So I'm gonna applicator right here. I'm gonna slightly come through with my applicator and dress the tire. So decked out gives it a nice look. And other than that, pretty glossy. Let it sit for a while, come through, wipe it on so you get no sling. All right, so if you guys made it this long, I really appreciate you watching the videos. Make sure to like, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos. And I hope you guys enjoy the content, how we washed it, how we clayed it, how we polished it and protected it. I hope you guys got some knowledge from this. Shout out to Out the Trunk Mobile Detailing for assisting us. And also it was a great time just chopping it up with him and it was cool. So other than that, guys, we're gonna be wrapping up the video. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.